happy Tuesday. It is True to Your School Tuesday, also Crazy Hair Day. Not sure why the Crazy Hair Day. I think that's more for elementary, but here is what I would look like with bad bangs. So I don't recommend it. I'm not sure this is going to stay long. But as we are doing this, we are going to pray for our fellow classmates, our teachers, our administrators, our faculty, just your coaches, anyone who's impacted you at the school, and just think about how we're missing them and wish we could be together. So let's start with that prayer. Bow your heads, close your eyes. Dear Jesus, I come before you. I thank you for this day. I thank you that you love us all. I pray that you would just be with these students, just help them as they're navigating new waters, Lord. Just help them to be able to excel in their classes and just learn more and just be able to grow closer to their family during this time, Lord. I pray for the teachers, the administrators, the faculty, the staff, just everyone at UC who's missing these students. Just help us with our new responsibilities and as we're away from them. Just ask that you would just be with anyone who's being affected by this virus right now, Lord. You know those and that are being affected in their struggles, and just thank you for that. I pray for the other prayer requests. Thank you that you know everything we face. It's in your name we pray. Alrighty, so today we're going to talk about the three major types of grids and templates. Well, actually just grids, but nonetheless. So to do, you're going to watch this video and then you're going to complete the grids and everyday design activity, and that is due tomorrow. So objectives. By the end of today, you will understand manuscript, column, and modular grids, when they are used, what they are, and why they are beneficial in design. So let's get into it. Some of you might see her, well, there's one person who's going to see her own work. Ta-da! I'm pretty sure Jasmine did this. This is a manuscript grid. It's the simplest type of grid. It's typically used in text documents, and it's one single column surrounded by margins. It's also utilized in books and essays, and then here we did this for a sword article. So as you can see, everything is centered on this one big thing and it goes around it. So those are utilized pretty frequently for some of the basic things. I've got to move this hair because I can't take myself seriously. It's not much better, but here we go. Alrighty, so the next type is column grids. These are used in magazines, textbooks, newspapers, blog posts. They can be symmetrical, where everything is the same on both sides, or they can be asymmetrical. The example I've given you on here is asymmetrical. This works well with multiple types of information that doesn't have to be in a certain order. So it can just be kind of in its own different sections. On the portal, whenever we have our topics, most of your teachers are using column grids. So you have multiple types of things in different areas. And you can set up zones for certain type of information. So all the text can go in one area, images in the other. So this newspaper is an example of it. You'll notice I have these guides that have these little gutters in between. So we talked about the gutters yesterday. And on the outside, I have my margins. So these are the columns that I'm staying within. Everything is column based. Remember, columns go up and down like columns on a building. Rows go sideways like you sit in a row next to someone, not on top of them. So columns up and down. So the next type is modular grid. So it's a modular grid. That's something that is made up of rows and columns. So it's got the up and down and the sideways. And it helps you organize things in different ways. Used on an iPhone or an iPad. It's used on Instagram. It's even used kind of in Pac-Man. So if you look back behind, you see all these teeny little lines. And Pac-Man, I like to utilize as an example a lot in yearbook because we use modular design because there's always a path that goes through. And it's because it's following those grid. Here on the iPhone, you can see that all of the things are organized into their little square following rows and columns. So this is something that looks basic, but you can get a little bit more intricate. So I'm going to show you an example of that, just with something I threw together really quick. So here the blue lines are representing our rows and our columns. You still have those gutters in between to help it keep it organized, help minimize that chaos. And you have your sections and rows and columns. So here, you'll notice that my words are all within this one little area, and I have this nice even area that's going through both as columns and as rows. You can break them up. Sorry, you can't see where I'm touching right now. You can break them. You want to keep them consistent. Like I always keep these little ones empty along a plane. And then this whole section is empty, but that's okay because I'm staying within my grid design. I had to put my meme on there again because, you know, Kinsley's funny. And, you know, I love to put pictures of my kids. And, hey, Christian, you showed up on this. And I think this is Rome, John, we have Jalen, and then I copied these pictures again. Sorry, guys. I've got a lot to do. And then I put some walruses because, hey, why not? Everybody likes walruses, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, so that is how you use modular grid design. So what's your activity that you guys are going to do today? You're going to do a grids and everyday design activity. I want you to look around your house at magazines or books and find 2 examples of each type of design. Then you're going to submit the images of those, so take a picture, along with a brief description of how each image uses that type of design. So look in books, look in magazines. Here's an example of a book. Anybody know what kind of this is using? It's using, I'll give you a clue, columns. Yes, so that's using column, but you're looking for 2 manuscript, 2 column, and 2 modular designs. It's not due till tomorrow, but go ahead and get it done today. That way you're not slammed with things to do tomorrow. And I hope you have a good day. Message me on the portal if you need anything, and I hope to see you at one of our Zooms soon. Bye.